Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. 1969 Camaro ZL1. That's a 427 all aluminum motor. They made 69 of them originally. That's it. And when one does come available, they start at $750,000 and they've sold for over $1 million. One of the most desirable, valuable Chevys ever to exist. This is a really good clone of the original. You can't tell it from the original. It even has a GM all aluminum 427 ZL1 motor under the hood. Turbo 400, 373 posi, body off the frame restored. No frills car, no stripes, no radio, no fancy wheels. This is how they were back then. It was just to go fast. You didn't need any extra weight. So we got a really cool car. I'm going to tell you all about it. You can also go to volocars.com. That's where you read all the specs, study all the pictures top to bottom. And that's where you find the prices on every single collector car we offer for sale at volocars.com. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on that bell icon so you're notified as the new ones are posted. But right now, buckle up. Let's go for a spin. Okay, so it's a subframe. They took the body off the subframe. All the components were removed and it was completely restored underneath. All nice clean metal floors and rockers, all painted like a semi-gloss black. Brakes completely rebuilt. Their disc in front, all looks like factory. No Willwood or anything like that. All the brake lines, the e-brake assembly, all that's been replaced. It does have a custom exhaust. It sounds great. You'll hear it at the end of the video. It's a pipes exhaust. It's a fat exhaust, all stainless steel, has the X pipe in the middle. It does have the transverse sideways muffler like they put in these back then. Fuel systems all replaced, the gas tank, sending unit, fuel lines, all that sort of stuff. You look up at the motor. It's still spotless, has a new correct GM starter, not a high torque. They kept this original. They wanted to build it just like it would have left the factory. So the starter is new but looks original. It is a TCI Turbo 400 automatic that's in there. It has a 10-inch converter, a few little upgrades in the transmission. It has a custom aluminum drive shaft, going back to a 12-bolt Moser rear end with 373 Eaton posi gears. All of the suspension and steering's been rebuilt, even the leaf springs. Has Delco shocks, ball joints, bushings. Everything underneath this car has been restored, and except for the exhaust, it looks factory. The body, also all restored, and like I was saying earlier, no frills. It came with a cowl induction because that added performance, but there was no stripes. These weren't super sports or rally sports. It's Cortez silver. They were only offered in 5 colors. This is one of the original colors it was offered in. So anyway, this is all good. New marker light. It's all looking nice. Hood sits up a little bit. I just pushed it down so the hinge a little sticky. The roof looks excellent, no issues here. Door looks really nice, fits real nice. I don't see any bubbles or damage. Car is straight. Under the quarters are all clean. They're new quarters. It all fits real nice. I don't see any issues with the body at all. It's straight. Yeah, absolutely straight, fitting real good. No issues here. It's all amazing. Now, I always talk about metal flake is laid out evenly. If I had to be super critical, I wasn't going to mention it, but the silver metal flake is a little blotchy in places. Silver is hard to lay out 100% evenly. I call it a 9 out of a 10, and just being overly critical. It does have a smooth, glossy, clear coat finish. New windshield, all new trim, new mirrors, new emblems. Up front, The grill, the bumper, that all looks like it's new. The lenses, again, not a super sport, so it just has the bow tie emblem. Poverty wheels, we call them. It's a steel rim painted like the car with the little hubcap. They even went as far as reproduction Goodyear polyglass tires. New door handles. Looks like all the glass, I don't want to say it's new. Actually, I can't read. Yeah, it looks like it's all new glass. Those look like new markings. So new glass, new moldings. No rain gutter trim, no wheel well moldings, no louvers. Kind of an interesting story. They made 69 of these. Fred Gibb raced Chevys, and he ordered 50 of them. And the cars all showed up, and he seen what they were charging. Fully loaded up Camaro was like $4,000, a big block. They wanted like $7,200 or $7,300 back then, which sounds like nothing now. But back in 1969, it was ridiculous. Now, he ordered these cars. He actually returned them to Chevy because he couldn't afford to pay that much. I read that some of these didn't even sell till 1973. I think the last one was sold because they were just so expensive. But they did really well at the racetrack. Did a lot for Chevy, so it's a pretty substantial car in history. Now we're going to go through the interior, a typical Camaro interior. But I'm also going to show you what's under the hood. That's not typical. Trunk pops right open. It looks brand new in here. I think it's all new replacement metal. You can't tell it though, but it's perfectly clean. Has a nice, neatly applied spatter paint. We have a matching rim all restored with a reproduction tire, all new correct jack assembly. The taillight housings and the wiring all looks like it's new. Hard for you to see, but it's all been replaced. And then you got under the trunk lid here, and the jam is beautiful silver paint, nice new stickers, new weather strip, new insulation on the back of the seat. So this is a practically like brand new trunk compartment, and it's complete. Does not have the rubber mats, and probably for a good reason. Those hold moisture under those rubber mats, and you get rust under there, so that might be why he left that out. Now inside the car, like I said, it's typical Camaro, but it's got a couple unique features. All new door panel, armrests, of course. All the weather strips have been replaced, sill plates, window fuzzies, all that's been replaced. But we do have a 140-mile-an-hour speedometer. I'm not sure what the standard Camaro is, but I don't think they're 140. There's a really rare gas gauge in the middle here, and then the tachometer. No radio. See, it's a radio delete plate. That's the way these were ordered. And then down below is a couple vintage style Stuart Warner gauges. Got oil and temperature. You have a center console here. They did make them even automatic on the column. I seen one, or automatic on the floor, or 4 speeds. So it says the Turbo 400, like I said earlier. All new console, new deluxe wheel, all new upholstery, new dash pad, carpet, all correct seat belts. Look like they're new reproduction. See the back seat, the side panels, window cranks, all the trim around the back window. It's all in great shape. The headliner is all nice and tight. The dome light works. It has matching visors, shoulder belts. Excuse me, new inside mirror, glove box liner, cam card. So you got a really nice interior. Now let's check out the real prize under the hood. That is ordered from GM. They did make like a second generation, I guess I'll call it, 427 ZL1 motor, and that's what that is. This one here has a scat crank with a 4-inch stroke, scat connecting rods, heavy H-beam rods, diamond pistons, 10.3 to 1 compression, gapless rings, Edelbrock Performer aluminum rectangle port heads, 8-inch balancer, clevet main and rod bearings, Melling volume, standard volume oil pump. Now the intake on top is a same intake that would have been on the original. It's a Winters aluminum intake, correct carb and fuel line. And we were just showing you the cowl induction. This is a complete system. There's a little flapper door in there. You got the air cleaner, so it is a functioning cowl induction system. We got all stock valve covers, date-coated plug wires. It does have a set of 2-inch headers, which would have been real common on this car back then. We got GM hoses. It's all rocker rollers inside the motor as well. So the brackets, the pulleys, deep groove pulleys, because these rev real high. You don't want the belts flying off. So everything, the hood insulation, horns, the wiring, it's all been redone. It looks like factory. You got power brakes with a cadmium plated booster, new wiper motor. So you got a really well detailed, just like it came from the factory, motor compartment. So there you have it, like new trunk compartment, like new interior, and a like new motor compartment. This is just like it was back in 1969. If you can go in a time machine and order one, here you go. It's priced very reasonably for what it is. That motor is special, all aluminum 427. You're not going to find that. I just noticed it has the curved neck radiator. That would be correct also. Maybe some expert out there could tell you if it was a real one or not by looking at it, but for all practical purposes, you go to any car show or anywhere, you could tell people it's real, and there's no way to tell. So there you have it. Awesome car. Go to volocars.com. Plenty of ways to talk to the salesman, because I just gave you my impression. If you have questions or concerns, make sure you ask them. They'll help you the best they can. They can help get this delivered to your driveway. They can help you finance it. That's at volocars.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe. Click on that bell icon so you can be the first to see the next one posted. Thanks for watching.